at the start, when you're building a dropshipping store or even an ecom brand, you kind of have to be a jack of all trades unless you have big cash flow up front that you can then use to distribute and build teams and things like that. So when it comes to building a business, what's the best thing to do to try and fulfill on all of these different things? Because in ecom, you've got to wear a lot of different hats to get the ball rolling. Maybe learn meta, maybe learn paid ads, manage your cash flow and your finances, potentially order stock or dropship, create relationships with suppliers, abandon cart flows, building the website, Crow, all of these different things. I feel like you kind of have to go through it initially until you earn enough money to then outsource it. But when it comes to building brands at the start, is there any advice you give to people that you're mentoring that have to kind of take on all of these different skill sets when they're first getting started?
I think with ecom and dropshipping, I think, again, it's the best business. I'm going to get onto the question in a minute, but I think it is the best business because of what you've just said. You've got to learn how to run ads. You've got to learn how to contact suppliers. So you learn all these high income skills because you've got to learn how to do dropshipping. And even if dropshipping doesn't work, you still walk away. Well, it doesn't work for you. You still walk away with all these skills that you've acquired that you can now sell as a freelancer for a lot of money if you want to. So it's such a blessing that people don't even realize till later on. But I would say the biggest skills that people need to focus on, again, it changes every 2 years what skills you should focus on because the market changes. The biggest ones now is content creation. We all know media buying is not the important thing anymore. All these algorithms pretty much do the hard. PMax does it for you. Facebook's machine learning does it for you. So the hard part is making the good content. These ad platforms use the content to figure out who to push it to. So you've got to be very good at content creation, understanding copywriting. And I would also say probably website landing page design, CRO. All these things are really, really important.
When it comes to content, are you leveraging AI much?
I am and I'm not. I think AI at the moment's hit a bottleneck in terms of how far it can be used. And I feel like a lot of people are using it and not many people are changing it. They're just giving what it gives out. And then you have loads of people that all look the same because they're all using the same AI. I use AI to help what I've already created. So if I create a script for an influencer to make for a UGC video, I'll use ChatGPT or a tool that uses ChatGPT to make it better, but I won't get it to create me something. People use it to create. I use it after I create. That's the difference. That's what the good guys do. That's what the amateurs do. The amateurs use ChatGPT to do it for them. The professionals get ChatGPT just to slightly change it.
Yeah, just to optimize the base that you've built.
Exactly. That's the problem that most people do. They're lazy, like, I'll let it do it all for me.
Yeah.
And then you get this horrible robotic output from it. And it's just like.
No, I get that. So content is king. Landing page is also very, very important. Not to forget that the product and understanding your ICP also important as well. And just kind of leveraging those algorithms when you can.
We live in a world now where it's all about attention. So who can grab your attention the longest will get paid the most. And it's getting harder and harder and harder. I remember back in 2021, I'd tell people that you've got the first 5 seconds to keep people entertained. Now it's like, 2 seconds? If you can't keep them in the first 2 seconds, goodbye. They're going to swipe, because everyone wakes up in the morning on TikTok. They swipe.
How do you keep people entertained in them first 2 seconds?
You got to do something crazy, man. If I showed you some of our videos that we've got, it's crazy because the first 2 seconds would would throw you off. You'd be like, I didn't expect that. So that's what you got to be able to do. You got to be able to make a video where they're like, oh my God, that threw me off. They weren't kind of anticipating that you'd do that.